What's happening, people? We back again, man, with some NBA, NFL, whatever news that you need. We got you, sports related. Um, I'm gonna start off with Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum finally came back from Achilles injuries 10 months out. I mean, I already had a take that I thought that the Boston Celtics could already make the finals without Jason Tatum. I don't know about winning. They could have made it without him. Now that he's here, in my eyes, they jump to the favorites. I mean, it's not really much competition at the top. We got the Detroit Pistons, which we have to see make a deep playoff run before I believe their legitimacy. The New York Knicks, they did nothing, literally did nothing at the trade deadline. And they've been worse than they were last year, all year. Don't like the same team. Um, and we got teams like Charlotte starting to look like they're a top four team in the East. Can't trust none of these teams, really, man. That's why you got to roll with this Boston Celtics if you're at Eastern Conference. Just looking at it, if you're looking at the Eastern Conference and seeing how it's structured, you ain't got no choice but to roll with the Boston Celtics, man. And I'm not the biggest Jason Tatum fan. That being said, man, him being back brings their two-star dynamic up. That's the problem with um, the Detroit Pistons is they got Cade. Durham is a good big man in the middle, but you need another guy to go get a bucket. And the Detroit Pistons didn't do that. Jason Tatum plus Jaylen Brown has already equaled one championship. Now, that was Brown. That was Tatum here, Brown here. Now, Brown and elevated, and Tatum is kind of hurt. So the only question is Jaylen Brown still going to be the player that he was when Jason Tatum was out? Now, of course, he's not going to get as many shots and whatever. I just mean in terms of efficiency, in terms of being an aggressive scorer. I'm curious to see how the dynamic is going to switch up or, change or whatever. Or are they going to revert back to Tatum getting the bulk of the shots? I think right now, the way Jaylen Brown's been playing, I think, while Tatum is on the court, I think he needs to take a back seat, not do too much. I seen him miss a dunk the other day at 6'9", whatever the hell he is. Missing a dunk is nasty work, to say the least, man. Um, so yeah, man. I'm looking at teams in the East, man. I mean, the Rookie of the Year race between Dallas Mavericks, Cooper Flag, and Charlotte Hornets, Con Knipple. It's gotten pretty straightforward, man. While they're both on the court, it's clear to see Cooper Flag's the better player. Um, but Con Knipple's been healthier, and his team has been winning more. It's kind of hard not to concede right now that Con Knipple's going to edge out Cooper Flag and Rookie of the Year. He's not a better player, nor do I think he's going to be a better player moving forward. Um, but Colin Knipple's a heck of a player. Um, and it's really looking like, are we going to get an elevated offensive version of Klay Thompson moving forward, which is high praise. I mean, but with people comparing what Cooper Flag has done um, in comparison with LeBron James, I don't think saying that Kyle Knipple, if he wins Rookie of the Year this year, saying he's going to be Klay Thompson esque is a big argument. I mean, the argument is whether he's going to be better. I mean, he has the perfect teammate in LaMelo Ball, where he can LaMelo Ball, whatever you want to say about him, that man can pass the ball. Okay, that's what he's good at. He's good at being a playmaker. And those guys have been getting open down there in Charlotte. And to me, coming out the Eastern Conference, they're the most fun to watch. To me, that's not a question. Most fun to watch is the Charlotte Hornets, and shoot, yeah. So I'm Detroit ain't a lot of fun to watch, even though they're number one in the East. All right, it's fun to watch Cade. I give them that Cade, but Charlotte got a couple guys that you want to watch, and the Mavericks stink. So I guess we're trying to get a draft pick because we tanking, baby. This season started off halfway through the season. I remember 3 months in the season, we like, if we just keep it here, when Kyrie come back, we gonna have a chance. Now there's no chance in hell. All right, we're gonna get a top pick. Hopefully, we get a top pick like this AJ Defenska guy or Cameron Boozer, and then we can fully be on go next year. We get somebody like Cameron Boozer at like a fifth pick, fourth pick, wherever he falls to. I mean, there's no telling what we could do as an organization. Cooper Flag already done that. You know what I'm saying? We got Lively if he stays healthy. You know, Max Christie. There's some numbers. There's some numbers that can happen, man. I want to see how Kyrie plays in the next year. Are we gonna be full gung ho next year and ready to make a push, playoff push, playoff run? How stacked the West is. It's hard to say deep playoff run. San Antonio to me, they look like the best team. Um, they do. They like the best team. I mean, right now, Jalen Williams being out, it doesn't look the same, you know. And San Antonio's gaining steam. They got Wemby. Best player still Joker. My front runner to win the championship this year was Nikola Jokic in the Nuggets. I mean, and hey, man, some of the top teams are missing some of their best players all year. Aaron Gordon has missed like 40 games. Jalen Williams has missed like 40 games. Jason Tatum has missed all the games. So, San Antonio, I think is a only question about them is the same question I have about teams like the Detroit Pistons. It's can they make a deep playoff run, even though we haven't seen it. I mean, we saw the OKC Thunder make a deep playoff run and try to beat the Mavericks, and they lost the Mavericks, you know, and then they eventually went to the championship. But they made a run, you know. So we're gonna see. We don't know how these guys behave in the playoffs based off of how serious Wemby seemed to even take the All Star game. I think those guys are gonna be ready, and I think whoever plays San Antonio, you better watch out because there's gonna be problems. Um, I do have one issue. It's the Lakers, man. Offensively heavy, man. Offensively heavy. That's how they. That's who they got. They got the best available players on the board. They didn't trade their offensive players, and they're an offensive heavy team. Um, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, Luka Doncic, Luke Kennard. Um, Now I think about it, it's a lot of white players on that team. Does white plus offensive heavy, does that equate? And defense not there, does that equate? It kind of looks like it in this belt. I mean, two of the top five players are white and Jokic and Luka, and neither are known for the defense. But then again, you go to the other side of it with um, Giannis, and Wemby, the other three of the top five players. Those guys are known for their defense. Um, so I don't know, man. I don't know if the Lakers need to get some brothers out there, but there was a hilarious report about DeAndre Ayton saying that he doesn't want to be Clint Capella. They're trying to make him Clint Capella. He doesn't want to do that. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Clint Capella's better than you. I mean, he's had stretches of his career where he was much better than you. You're a number one pick, man. So I'm not a fan of you complaining and crying that you're not Clint Capella. I'm a fan of you getting in the building and doing your work, man. Because your offensive numbers haven't equated to what I thought you would be with Luka. I mean, you're supposed to be a pick and pop guy, but can we guarantee that you're gonna pick, pop, and make it? Nah, the biggest guarantee is the dunk. Okay, you're 7 feet tall. You're not a rim runner. Run to the rim, catch some oops. It's easy buckets for you. You already a millionaire. Do you want a max contract or not? The key word here is do ya. DOOYA. Do ya? Do you want a max contract or not? Clint Capella was getting way more money I thought he should have made, and you shoot way better free throws than him. You apparently you're bigger than him, but what does that mean in the game of basketball? I guess nothing, because you're not the player that everyone thought you could be. It's still weird. They picked you over Luka, and Phoenix haven't recovered from that yet. Okay, shoot, the Mavericks still haven't even recovered from getting rid of Luka. So not going with Luka is a bad decision. All right. Last but not least, man, a move that I don't know how much gravity it holds, but it's got a whole lot. The Ravens just traded 2 first-round picks to get Max Crosby. Now, it sounds great. You look at it on paper, you play Madden, it sounds great. But the Ravens, they had to arguably the best running back, arguably the best quarterback. So sometimes when Lamar Jackson at his best quarterback in the league. When Derrick Henry is the best running back in the league. You know, now they're gonna have Max Crosby. Max Crosby at his best be the best defensive player in the league. You know, best white lineman I've ever seen outside of a guy's last name White. So we gonna see. I think there's always a fit for a dynamic defensive end, but is it too late? Is the window closed? They've been nailing at this thing for years. Derrick Henry a year older. You know, Lamar Jackson. He's throwing that thing, but he's known for his legs. Legs get older. So we're gonna see, man. I mean, this got to be the year. This got to be the year for the Ravens to win it all. This got to be the year. You know, with all the numbers that they've put up individually, those offensive players. Now they've added on the defensive side. This has to be the year. And if they don't make it this year, it's a 2-year window, man. Y'all went out and got Max Crosby. That's 2 first-round picks. 2-year window. If not, close the lid on it, because they're done. All right. I'm out, but I'll be back for another update. Keep in touch. Stay tuned.